Oh, they're on here.
Shield. You're chucked.
Oh, D chalk.
Buy UAV real quick.
Mine's down too. Yep, he's right in front. He's on top of this. Right here.
UAV's out. Everybody play up.
No shot, right?
He's got an empty. Nah, they're not letting you.
Let's see what I can do with this.
Stack a couple extra C4s on that.
Maybe.
You got a bomb drone out? You got a bomb drone out? I'm moving on him. He's got a bomb drone out.
No shot, right?
Nah.
No shot, right?
Self.
TikTube, what's going on, baby? It's your boy BZ, and we are back with a banger. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Normally I show you guys some really cool gameplay and a couple of loadout videos, but for today I want to give you guys a breakdown of one of the craziest clutches that I just got a couple of weeks ago. Now, as a disclaimer, I do have the other POV of the streamer and the other 4 players that I beat, but this video is not intended to bash them by any means. This is simply instructional for anybody that wants to get better at Call of Duty and clutch up some Warzone games for you and your teammates. If it's your first time in the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any Call of Duty or Warzone related content. And if you are a returning Goober, make sure to drop a comment down below telling me what your favorite part of the video was. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so for today we're going to start off with Stax's POV. Again, this is a 4v1 situation. They have the high ground. They did a bunch of recons early in the game, so that kind of gave them an advantage. They were all set up. They were getting some kills, and I want to go ahead and start playing the video because I need you guys to understand exactly what they did wrong. There is no situation in which you are in a 4v1 and you guys lose. So I want to go ahead and break down everything that they did wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and start the video now.
Don't go too deep.
So that's one of the last teams that they have to fight. They end up getting the wipe right there.
4v1.
He calls it out, okay? Stax calls it out. It's a 4v1 situation.
On the left.
Now, his teammate just called it out as well. He said on the left. He's calling out the last person, which is me.
Team's on the left.
He knows I'm in this vicinity. He knows I'm in this direction. That is problem number 1. Problem number 2 is that they have a buy station, but look what his call out is once he tries going for the buy.
One guy.
One guy.
Yeah. He's on the left. He was in a building.
In a building. He's calling it directional. There's only so many buildings, only so many places that I can be at that point. Why he is going to go and try to buy a UAV right now, I do not understand. If anything, he grabs some money. He's gonna go back to the buy station and he wants to buy a UAV. Buying a UAV in that situation does nothing for you. You already know the general idea of like where I am right now, right? His teammate dropped a cluster. I'm not sure why he dropped it, but maybe they were just wasting it, maybe trying to scare somebody outside of a building based on the call out that they got before. Now he's gonna ask for his teammate's money to go back to the buy station and grab a UAV. Here, if anything, you grab a precision airstrike. Look at the open space that I have. I have very limited cover. A PA is absolutely going to put me in the worst position possible. Grabs the money, goes straight back to the buy station.
Yep, he's right in
He
front.
just called it. He just called it.
Mine's down too. Yep, he's right in front. He's on top of this.
Okay, it's a terrible call out because I wasn't on top of anything. He pops the UAV. Now they can see me in the top left. You can see that I'm actually right behind the gas station. I have barely any cover, and you guys are gonna see it from my POV in just 1 second.
I struck him.
Took some shots at me. I'm trying to take some shots at them.
Pushing him.
You got a bomb drone out?
He just called it out. We have a bomb drone out. First of all, there's a bunch of things wrong with this situation right here. 1, that cluster strike, I didn't get a notification for. Whoever dropped that cluster strike folded. You're supposed to drop it on me knowing exactly where I am. Or if anything, you wait and you find out where I am exactly based on the UAV. His teammate initially called me out saying that I'm on top of the building or on top of some structure, which I wasn't. That's a terrible call out on his part. Unless he was 100% certain he can get a live ping, there's no way that guy wastes his cluster strike on me, especially when he doesn't know where I am.
You got a bomb drone
He
out?
calls out, I have a bomb drone, right? This is an opportunity for you to push if you're close enough, right? He's still too far away. He pointed at where the bomb drone was as I was sending that bomb drone directly to them. I was using it to get some information, some knowledge on how many there are, where they are, and you can see on my point of view that I get a bunch of highlights. This is the problem right here. You can zoom in, or we can back up. You can see the bomb drone right here. You can see, I'm gonna zoom in right here and you can see that bomb drone. The problem is he's going to jump towards it after they didn't blow it up.
You got a bomb going
So
out?
if they didn't blow up the bomb drone, why would you jump towards it? It makes no sense. This guy seems like he's the ringleader of the team right now, but that was a terrible play on his part. You don't jump towards the bomb drone even if you're going for a push. Now, as he makes that play, boom, I break his plates. It's absolutely one shot. That's easy for me to come rotate around here and get the easy tap on him, right? That's problem number like 4 or 5 out of everything that I've already seen. Now, look at his teammates and look where his teammates are pushing. If you are going to corral me, there's a couple of things that you need to do. One is take both angles. Again, they have the zone. They could have kept the high ground this entire time, but they chose not to. Now, Yellow, who's going to be this guy named No Fun, I'm just going to call him Yellow for now. Yellow is going to the left and Pink is going to follow him. Their fourth teammate is still back on the hill. I'm sorry, Yellow and Green are pushing to the left. Pink is still back on the hill. It's okay to play that kind of like anchor where you're a distance away from your teammates, but you can still hit your shots and cover them depending on what angles they are. But they gave me way too much cover, way too much space to work with, and they consolidated themselves on one side of the map that gave me the advantage to isolate them off one by one. Now, I was able to pick off Stacks right there. I'm gonna get the finish because I saw he had a self-res. Normally, I wouldn't have made that play because I wanted to try and get the pick on their other teammates, but I couldn't let him get back up or I was gonna be in a world of trouble. Now, picking it up from my perspective, again, I am in this situation where I got that first knock. I was able to turn the corner, get that finish, and I'm waiting for those guys to rotate in. I wanted to get those shots on them, but I couldn't. I hear that stun grenade come to me. I immediately know exactly what I'm going to do from this point on. This guy is still running. This first guy right here on my left, he is still running directly towards the left. That angle that I told you guys, you shouldn't be taking the same angle with both of your teammates, especially now that it's a 3v1. You guys should be trying to spread out and again, hold the line, but they didn't do that. They stun me. I try and get the knock on him. And fortunately, I'm successful. I still had that teammate up to my left, right? I can't take the left side of this structure that I have as cover because I'm gonna be getting laced from my back, and I'm also gonna have this guy rotating in front of me. Normally, I would want to take this situation, I would want to take this time, excuse me, to plate up and just take a second for myself to breathe, maybe even reload if necessary. But I don't have that time right now because I have two people that are on opposite sides. This is a better use of their angles, but unfortunately, it didn't work out for them that way. That guy that's over there still in the back, he's missing way too many of his shots. By now, he should have absolutely knocked me, especially considering that I was stunned.
No shot, right?
I'm also spotted, which means that this guy right here has a blatant highlight over my head, knowing exactly where I am. I was stunned, I was outnumbered, I was spotted. This is all the makings for an easy win for some guys that are actually kind of decent players. I was able to get the drop right here. Boom. I'm in the best position possible. I got that knock in front of me. I don't know if he has a self. I didn't get that information just yet because I was focused on this guy right here to my right and the guy up top to my left. I know that that guy up top to my left has to make a play. Either he's going to stay there and hold a line and I can focus on him later, or he's going to push down immediately and try and give me some trouble. I'm going to use this time to plate up. I still have my AR, right? My DG AR, which is a burst assault rifle. It's not the best at close range, but knowing from what I just did to the first couple of guys, I think I'd be okay. So I'm going to focus on plating up because right now I have very minimal health. It only takes me 1 bullet to die. I just heard that pop for the guy itself. So hold on, let me go ahead and replay it for one more time. You guys can hear the sound effect.
No shot, right?
Nah.
No shot, right?
That noise that you just heard right there, it was kind of like a weird like I don't even know, like maybe a zipper sound effect. I'm not sure what to call it, right? That sound effect right there was the sound of him getting up because of his self-res. You don't get that same sound effect that you got in Warzone 1 now, but I also heard him pick up plates as well from his dead teammate. That means that he is up ready to fight. I know for a fact that his teammate is telling him that I'm absolutely one shot. There is a call out for sure telling him that, hey, this guy is down bad. Out of ammo, out of health, out of plates. This guy is definitely going to make the play. I don't even try to make that third plate in. My teammate calls it out. I go straight for him. I know he's going to turn that corner. That's my advantage to try and get the pick off. My only worry is that guy up top. That guy up top can still do a little bit of damage for me, but if I can get him back down, I can make sure that the guy behind me isn't selfing. I am in great shape. I have plenty of time before that guy can either rotate down or maybe even reposition to hold me. This is an easy knock. He didn't even try and plate up. I immediately challenged because I knew a couple of things were true. One, I still have a pretty good heady. Two, these guys down to my left right there, they didn't have self-verses anymore. I knew that this guy was gonna have a lot of pressure on him to try and come and push me, given the fact that I've taken so much damage and I've used so much ammunition. He drove down, he ran down recklessly, didn't even try to get any type of cover. Throws a nade at me, which is a terrible nade. First of all, I don't know where that was going. He should have thrown that way sooner. wait, if he had nades this entire time, and this was the best that he can do to support his teammates, he absolutely folded right there. This one guy had self, and he had self this entire time. You had no reason, you had no other job but to self-res right there, put pressure on me. I downed 2 of your teammates, was able to get the finishes. You guys had self-reses. Why didn't he use it? I have no clue. He could have been up by now, and he could have put pressure on me, giving his teammate time to come back down from the hill. He chose not to do that. I was able to get the finish on him. I'm running to try and go get the finish on the guy on the hill. I found out he doesn't have self-res, and that is the game.
Fucking him!
And don't forget, if you guys are gonna make a crazy clutch like this, make sure to cheer. And shout out to Carly for the love that she was showing me. I know she was going crazy. This was just days before a tourney that we had. But guys, listen, that's the breakdown. That's all the tips and instructions that I can give you. The main things you guys want to focus on, man, is make sure that you guys know where you are, what you have to work with, and what you have in your inventory, and where you need to go. As long as you guys know what you're up against and maybe making some crazy plays like this, focusing on your shots, focusing on your movement, being as aware and as hyper aware as possible, you guys can absolutely make plays like this. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw today. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if you guys want to see more breakdowns like this, let me know down in the comments. Much love, peace, and blessings. Later.